Now you've connected with the right people in LinkedIn, but you don't know how to convert those into your potential employers. Hi, I'm Cam, I'm your corporate auntie. I'm going to get into the full-on strategy. I touched on it briefly in the previous video. When you connect on LinkedIn and you want to have the right connections, essentially what you're trying to do is figure out what your ideal position is, and you want to have connecting or adjacent industries. It is a bit tedious, so if you want a quick fix, I'm sorry, this video is also not for you. So now you have your categories. What you want to do is get a list of companies within that particular industry. So let's say this week you're focusing on mining. You're going to say mining companies in Johannesburg, whether you put it on Google or ChatGPT, doesn't matter, they're all skin the cat. You're going to get a list of those 20 companies. What you're then going to do is log on to LinkedIn, search for the company in your area, and then find the relevant people. There's 3 people you're looking for. You're looking for the hiring manager, you're looking for the recruitment manager. These are not the same. This is the person who you're going to potentially be reporting into. When I say hiring manager, I mean the person who you'll directly be reporting into. So, for example, if you are a bookkeeper, you're reporting into an accountant. Langtol Shap. A recruitment manager, as well as another bookkeeper. So you want somebody who's literally in your position. Why? Because the second they move on to the next job, they're most probably going to announce it on LinkedIn. So before the job even goes into the market or to other recruiters, you already kind of have intel to say, oh, this person's just moved. So those are the 3 people you want to connect with. You want to make sure that your profile speaks to that position. If you guys want me to cover that, more than happy to. Now that you have those core people, you want to make sure that any content you're pushing out before you connect with that particular industry has been lined up. So you want to at least have 3 articles within that particular industry that you want to speak on before you start connecting with those people, so that when they open your page, you're speaking a language that speaks to them and you're making it seem like you're well versed in the industry. Guys, LinkedIn is such a pretentious space, so you kind of want to play the same game that they're playing. So the week that you're going to focus on that, find 3 articles, add your thought piece, try and make it as authentic as possible. Guys, I know you're going to feel lazy and want to go into ChatGPT. No, you kind of want to make those words your own. Search on the news, find an article on LinkedIn, share it with your thoughts. Whatever you do within that particular industry and your discipline is very important, because now you're coming off as a subject matter expert. People like people who know things, right? And as you connect with these people, go onto their page, see what it is that they like, and this is where this tool comes in a little bit handy. So what I suggested to this young woman was create a spreadsheet, because you kind of want to track it. Each industry has its own tab, and then at the top you have that person's name, you have their LinkedIn, you have their industry, and most importantly, go through their profile and find 3 things or 2 things that resonate with them. Want to find articles that speak to them, and when you email them, she posted this some time ago and I thought this article might interest you. You're pebbling. You want to give before you ask. That is one of the most important parts of networking on LinkedIn. Even if they don't respond, when you finally ask them for something, they're going to be like, oh, actually, this person's been on, right? Because yes, LinkedIn is a very tedious platform. People don't log in as regularly as they would on other platforms. But when they notice that, or when you message them the second time and you engage with their content and you like this and you like that and you comment here, don't be stalkerish also, but make it as organic as possible. At least have 3 touch points with this person: connection, liking a post, and recommending something like 3-4 days after you guys have connected. And should you come up with any other articles, that spreadsheet helps you to say, oh, I came across this article, it would be great to share it with this person, that person, and that person. You go onto the links, because you've already added their links on your spreadsheet. Click on there and just say, hey Bob, I saw that you like building. Here is a building that has erupted and I just thought it was quite interesting. There will come a time where you're able to then email Bob once you have like a good conversation, and if there's an expo coming up, share it with them as well, to say, hey, I noticed that this event is coming up. It would be great to see you if you're attending, you know. And if they say yes, say, it would be great to grab a coffee. Guys, the thing is, when it comes to networking on LinkedIn, a lot of the times you just want to go get a job, and you must understand that these people come across those messages so much. Oh, well, I'll just show you a quick snapshot of how this strategy actually worked for one of the ladies I've mentored. 2nd of July and first week of August, she was like, girl, I didn't start with the spreadsheet and I'm loving it and I'm going to use it for my sneakers. And by half of July, halfway through August, she had already scored herself 2 mentors, because I said, look, before you start asking for jobs, because you're still wrapping up, ask for mentorship. I think another thing that people do is they're so fixated on jobs, they're forgetting how they actually need advocates in other rooms and people who can actually teach them how to navigate. Guys, LinkedIn is also a great place to get inspired and pick people's brains, but politely so, without seeming like you're exploiting them. So understand that there's so much to gain from LinkedIn if you are very intentional about using it. Yeah, if you guys have any questions and would like me to delve more into LinkedIn networking or how to build your profile for success, let me know and I'll probably do it in the next video.